This is yet another problem. When we start applying for jobs, we keep on shooting our CVs everywhere, but we never get to hear back from the HR or any reply, any response from that organization. So what really happens? Let's understand this problem. Now, whenever an organization advertises for a job, it usually tries to hire the best possible candidate, unless someone is already identified internally and an interview has to be conducted to see if there is fitment. Most organizations want to amass as much CVs as possible that could fit into this particular job profile and then go for the best candidate. Of course, the JD, the job description, would be written in a way that you find more relevant applications. So you do not want to have too many applicants, irrelevant applications coming in your way. Still then, more relevant applications from where the HR would actually screen out whoever is eligible. Now, whenever a JD is advertised, if it is advertised properly, disseminated properly with a good window period for application, there are too many people applying at the base level, at the entry level. With so many applications coming in, a senior person would not have that much time to do the initial screening. So the initial screening has to be done by a junior person or a dedicated HR, and that HR is likely to be a generalist. That HR does not know what kind of qualifications they are. So for example, if you've done a degree, a PhD, that HR would know that you are a PhD. But if you've done your PhD in molecular genetics or something, the HR would not be able to discriminate what's a PhD in biotechnology and a molecular biology. So understand that the HR is a generalist. So the JD has to be a generalist kind of a JD, somewhere tweaked for specialization. So the description will be like, we are looking for someone with a PhD / MSc with experience / MD / MBBS with experience or equivalent. So that equivalent could be anything. And then they are all looking for motivated people, experienced people, dedicated, committed, can work against steep deadlines, good team player, those kind of attributes. So everyone, if you see that, you'll fit into that. But unless you mention these kind of terms on your CV will not go through that initial screener. So ensure that when you are writing a CV in response to a JD, in response to an advertisement, include those keywords in your CV as well. Now, the initial screening is done and your CV has gone one layer up and someone senior is looking at the CV, then you should be able, like your CV should be able to speak what kind of experiences you've had, because academic degrees, of course, it segregates you from the rest, but beyond that, it's your experience. Usually organizations want people who would be onboarded fast. Initial for a couple of months, 3, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, it goes into training the new recruit. So if you are someone who already has an experience which is in sync with this, you are in. So they would prefer having a CV which already talks about the skills that are relevant about this particular job. That means whenever you are serious about a job, try to write a good cover letter where you can highlight your key credentials, your experiences, and similarly in the CV, try to articulate in a way that you have a section which clearly ticks off all that has been advertised, so the assistant HR can really screen your CV very fast, easy, and then the senior guy can actually get to see what all you know or have already done hands-on. Now, if you reflect, you would also realize that it's very rare that you apply for a job and you get a job. It's usually through reference check or networking. So just to summarize, point 1, whenever you come across a job you're really interested in, try to go through that JD in details, hunt for the keywords. Point 2, make your CV real, crisp, and include those keywords in your CV. At the same time, highlight what kind of experience you have attuned to that job. That means point 3, know the organization you're applying for and the job that you're looking for. And if you could customize your cover letter according to the requirements of that job, you are good to go. Point 4, think about networking. Who do you know in that organization? And what kind of positioning that person could help you out, at least in terms of orientation to this new job that is being advertised for. Good luck.